I want to quickly talk to you about a couple of credit unions that approve a new LLC, $50,000 without proof of income. This is really fantastic. You want to really sign up right now with those credit unions. They have a very streamlined loan application process. This is just fantastic. So, number one, you have Logix. So when you think about Logix, Logix is a very borrower-friendly credit union, and they will approve a new LLC up to $50,000 with no proof of income. The cool thing here is that when we talk about line of credit and loans at Logix, the maximum loan amount, the maximum funding amount here is $500,000. But if you want to actually get a $50,000 without proof of income for your new LLC, you could actually qualify for up to $50,000. What we think about Logix, I want you to think about the fact that here is a credit union that allows you to actually apply for business loans, business lines of credit. They actually have specific names for the business loans, so they call it business term loans, and so you can use the cash for everything that you want to, everything you want your LLC to actually do. So you can get up to $500,000. You can use the cash for cash flow gaps, unexpected expenses. You can offset short-term cash needs in your new LLC, because when you have a new LLC, obviously you have some liquidity problems because revenue is not coming yet. So this is kind of good to actually have this sort of temporary cash like liquidity cushion. This is really fantastic. You also could be approved for a business line of credit all the way to $50,000 without proof of income for your new LLC. So what we love about Logix is that they tend to approve you real fast. They will approve you within 12 hours to 24 hours, but they want you to be with them for at least 3 months. So you got to be with Logix for at least 3 months to qualify for this funding up to $50,000. So when we think about Logix, think about a new loan or a new line of credit for your new LLC up to $50,000, not a problem. Now for the line of credit, they call it capital access line of credit. So they can actually approve you for a maximum line amount of $500,000. If you have, of course, you got to really have some financial profile. So on the personal side, you got to have some kind of money coming in. So, but overall, Logix is really borrower friendly. And so we love them a lot. So it's just fantastic. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. I really appreciate having you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Another credit union that will approve a new LLC all the way to $50,000 is Fairwinds. So what we love about Fairwinds is that Fairwinds is really borrower friendly, and Fairwinds actually is always great in terms of the loan amount they want to give you, and you can actually be approved all the way to $500,000 also. But for business loans for your new LLC, the average is about $50,000 all the way to $150,000. But what we love about Fairwinds is that if you want to really be approved real fast, make sure that you'll be with them for at least 6 months before you apply for this new LLC business loan. Okay, they want you to have a business membership, to maintain business membership for 6 months before you apply for this for the loan. And so if you do not get approved, the cool thing about Fairwinds is that if they don't approve you for the new LLC loan, you can be approved for a business auto loan, a business credit card. You can actually get approved for a commercial real estate equipment financing. So basically you have a constellation of loans that you can qualify for at Fairwinds. What we love about Fairwinds is that they tend to actually they love to work with LLCs that actually have a diversified customer base. So basically, don't just do a B2B. So you want to have B2B, B2C, C2C. So if you have a new LLC and you are serving several types of clienteles, then Fairwinds will work with you, not a problem. The paperwork is not really that complicated either. So they'll ask you to provide the last 3 months of your bank statements, and they'll ask you also to provide your personal financials. So for instance, your pay stubs, or if you have a job, or if you don't have a job, if you have a side gig, just show them something. And in some cases, they'll just ask you for your tax returns. So tax returns for the last 2 or 3 years. So just to have a clear idea how much you are pulling in every month in terms of revenue. So, but Fairwinds is really fast also. They tend to approve within 2 to 3 days. You get your cash, not a problem. But just make sure that you got to be with them for at least 6 months before they can actually qualify you. So Fairwinds, fantastic. And by the way, Fairwinds, everybody can join Fairwinds, not a problem. You don't have to be in a certain geography to qualify. You can join Fairwinds no matter where you are currently at. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's conversation. I'm talking to you about credit unions that will approve a new LLC up to $50,000 with no proof of income. The third credit union I want to share with you is BECU. So BECU stands for Boeing Employees Credit Union. And BECU has somewhat stricter requirements. They want you to be with them for 1 year before you could apply for a new LLC loan or a line of credit with no proof of income. So they want you to be with them for 12 months so they can see your cash inflows and cash outflows. So they have a clear idea how much you're pulling in terms of revenue before they actually work with you. Okay. So revenue can be at the personal level or at the business level. One thing we love about BECU is the level of professionalism their staff always displays. It's just so wonderful. Whenever you work with BECU, you will be really amazed at the level of professionalism, the courtesy, the politeness, the respect that you get from the customer service. They also they have the expertise to guide you, so they'll let you know things you have to do if you want to increase the loan amount you could qualify for. Let's say maybe give you some guidance on how you can structure your business plan, for instance. How you can actually, what type of material you have to attach to your business loan application, for instance. What kind of like how many years of tax returns you need to actually attach. So this is really good. They are very professional. And with BECU, you actually have business term loans, you have business vehicle loans, you have business lines of credit that you can qualify for too. Okay, and the cool thing is that BECU is pretty generous too, though. So you can qualify all the way to $100,000. So for an unsecured line of credit, you can qualify from $2,500 all the way to $100,000. And the amounts are similar for business term loans. So as a new LLC, you could qualify on average for up to $50,000 with no proof of income. Not a problem at all. Just make sure that you actually you are with them for at least 1 year before you apply for this funding program. So fantastic. Another credit union I want to talk to you about it's called NASF. So NASF will approve a new LLC, $50,000 without proof of income. But NASF wants you to be with them for 9 months before you apply for this funding program. They actually are very flexible. NASF is really, really flexible and very generous too. As a matter of fact, if you were to be with them for a longer time, they could approve you for a maximum loan amount of $2 million for your new LLC. Yeah, they're very that flexible and very like we love the fact that they have a very streamlined loan application process. So they have working capital loans, they have equipment loans, they have vehicle loans, they have lines of credit. So they have all kinds of funding programs at NASF. So if you want to actually benefit from NASF, just be with them for 9 months before you actually apply for this funding program. Again, when we talk about funding program, we're talking about business loans for your new LLC or business line of credit for your new LLC. The thing is that you actually can qualify for other stuff too, though. I mean, you can qualify for anything. You can imagine like working capital term loans where you can actually be approved for up to $100,000, but for $1 million. But for that $1 million, they will check a few things. So also for a business vehicle, you can get up to $250,000. You have business equipment loans here. Also, the limit is similar, so you have $250,000, and you also can avail yourself of lines of credit. Also, now the lines of credit, the $2 million I was talking to you about, this are collateralized lines of credit. So those are commercial. Those are backed by commercial real estate. So you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into. And NASF is also covering their assets because it's all about really mitigating risk here. So, but overall, what I want to say here is that this is a lender. This lender is very, very LLC friendly. And the cool thing is everybody's eligible for membership and everybody's eligible for this LLC loan. So you can become a member of this LLC. I mean this credit union, no problem. As you can see on the screen here, the eligibility criteria are pretty relaxed. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about credit unions that will approve a new LLC $50,000 or more without proof of income. I want to talk to you about Andrews. So Andrews is another credit union that will take care of you, and it will approve your LLC with for a new loan up to $50,000. And Andrews is really good also because Andrews, they tend to approve you real fast. They want you to be with them for 6 months at least. 6 months, that's the minimum that you got to be with them to actually qualify. And the thing is that you can borrow up to $75,000 for your new LLC needs. And so this is kind of cool. You can use the cash for anything you think about. So you can cover payroll expenses and more. So this is for the business signature loans. They also have business lines of credit. So here you can basically borrow up to $75,000 also for your new LLC. What we love about Andrews is that you basically have a lender that really cares about borrowers. I mean, this is really, in our view, is just a fantastic sign of borrower friendliness here. And they have programs in place to sort of help you out. This is really good. We love the fact that when it comes to Andrews, they will actually they will dispatch one of their staff members to kind of help you out, to answer all questions that you may have about their process. And especially if you have a new LLC and you are, let's say, in a quote unquote, let's say you are in a sector that is not really currently going well in terms of the economy, they'll just make sure that they'll talk to you about your business model. This is really good. I mean, we've seen cases where Andrew's staff have talked to borrowers about the viability of the business model. So this is really good. They'll talk to you. They'll let you know basically if how you can qualify for their funding program. So they offer business lines of credit. They offer they offer working capital loans. They offer business term loans. So you do have actually a diversity of loans you could qualify for if you go to Andrews. You also have commercial mortgages. You have commercial vehicle loans. So if you have a new LLC, you have a lot of stuff you can qualify for if you go to Andrews. And the cool thing is you can also, anybody can join Andrews. As you can see on the screen here, it's basically the membership. You can join through, let's say, a membership of the American Consumer Council, SEC. So no need to live in a specific state or, work for a company to qualify for membership here. Another credit union I want to share with you is Beth Page. So Beth Page will approve a new LLC $50,000 or more without proof of income. So when you think about Beth Page, I want you to think about a diversity. Let's say, sorry about that. So you have a diversity of business loans. You have a diversity of, let me drink some water here. All right. So we got the voice back. So I was talking to you about Beth Page here. So Beth Page is kind of cool in terms of how much they're offering you. So they give you up to $50,000, and sometimes they can go a little above that. And so with Beth Page, you have term loans, you have business lines of credit for your new LLC. So this is really good. What we love about the Beth Page is that you have the ability to do what you want to do with the cash. Not a problem. They're not going to insist that you do this with that. No. They'll let you use the cash the way you think is good. And you can take advantage of low rate loans. You can expand your business in ways that meet with your goals and vision. So your LLC always has a partner, a lending partner that is willing to help you out. So this is kind of cool. And when we talk about the business line of credit, the maximum line here is $50,000. So with Beth Page, maximum $50,000. With the business loan, they can go a little higher here. 75. Some cases they have $80,000, but they want you to be with them for 6 months. So Beth Page wants you to be with them for 6 months before they actually they can actually look at your file. Okay, so those are things you need to think about. And one thing I want to say also is that with Beth Page, they tend to be really fast also in terms of approval and in terms of releasing the funds. So once you are approved, you can get your cash within 12 hours. So So it's one of those things where you know, it's pretty nice to have a lender who really cares about borrowers that well. So you can qualify, not a problem. And what I want to say before closing on this is that Beth Page is always is open to anybody. So anybody can join Beth Page. You don't have to live in the state, whatever, to qualify. You also can qualify for a Beth Page membership, and you can qualify for the $50,000 for your new LLC. And I want to talk to you about another credit union, that's NIHFCU. So this is NIHFCU, this is National Institute of Health, and basically a federal credit union. And you can qualify for a new LLC, $50,000 or more. And what we love about this is that you are able to know exactly what you want in terms of funding. What's really great also with this new LLC is that with this new LLC funding program is that you have the ability to get business lending done in a streamlined way. In other words, in a really fast and less intrusive way. They don't ask for that much information, and they just want you got to be with them for 12 months. So you got to be with them for 12 months before you apply for any business funding program. This is what it is. And when we talk about business lending with NIHFCU, you can use the cash for a lot of things. You can use the cash to purchase or refinance real estate. You can use the cash to help manage cash flow. You can use the cash to grow or start your business. You can use the cash to purchase equipment. This is really fantastic. And what we love about NIHFCU is that the institution is very flexible in terms of approving new LLCs, so you can get you funded within 12 to 24 hours. And besides business lending, you can also avail yourself of commercial real estate loans. So you have commercial real estate loans available. You can apply for that. And the maximum loan amount here is $5 million, and the term 15 years, and you have amortization of up to 30 years. You also have equipment loans. So equipment loans, we're looking at loan amounts that go from $50,000 all the way to $350,000. And here we have terms up to 15 years. This is really cool. And you also have working capital lines of credit. Here you have lines of credit that go from $100,000 all the way to $350,000. So what I'm trying to say here is that you, with the NIHFCU, you have a diversity of choices, and it's all about just making sure that you know exactly what you want, because I'm sure that what you want, they actually have it for you. And the cool thing is NIHFCU is a national credit union. So no matter where you are located, you'll be able to find a good balance between how much you want and what they want to in terms of their risk profile. And what we love about NIHFCU is that if you call them, you can start the process right now. Like, they do not really waste time. They will actually start everything. They'll ask you questions, a few questions, 2 or 3 questions to really gauge your interest. But once you're in, they will process your loan application real fast. So if you want to start, you can call NIHFCU right now, 301-296-2534, 301-296-2534. And you can actually just start the conversation. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's do a quick recap here. So I was just talking to you about a few credit unions that will approve a new LLC up to $50,000 or more without proof of income. We have Logix. Number 2, we have Fairwinds. Number 3, we have BECU. Number 4, we have NASF. Number 5, we have Andrews. Number 6, we have Beth Page. And number 7, we have NIHFCU. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.